We are in the Forest City, London, Ontario. Some Thursday night skating at Victoria Park. As we roll along at the Continental Cup, a fun day one comes to an end with another round of team play. Got to carry it to the floor, to the floor, to the floor, and far enough! A big scrub in Ottawa clinched Kevin Cooey a trip to next month's Winter Games. The Roar champion now faces the 2014 World Men's winner. Thomas Ulsrud will also be heading to South Korea. Tonight in London, Team World attempts to stretch their lead. Draw 3, the Continental Cup continues. The Western Fair Sports Centre is our home for our 4 days here in London and the Continental Cup. To complete this first day, as we say hello Canada, welcome back to our coverage. Cheryl Russell alongside. This afternoon we got our first look at mixed doubles at this year's Continental Cup. Lisa Weigel, Brad Gushue on the ice against Hasselborg and Eriksson. This was in the 6th. And it was Gushue with a great shot to get the team out of trouble.
And he had a timely shot. He misses that. They're hitting for 4 with hammer, no guards. He sticks it, makes a double on the way by, 2 buried. That turned the entire end game around.
And even impressed Matt Hamilton of the U.S., who was playing alongside. Final stone for Hasselborg, who will represent Sweden in women's play, and she'll just rub off her own. One more for Team North America as Weigel and Gushue go on to win it 7-3. But just as it was in morning team play, the world took 2 of the matches as Rachel Homan continues to struggle, loses again, loses 8-5, and the U.S. pair of Hamilton and Hamilton, the brother-sister, who will play the mixed doubles, lost as well. So at the moment, going into this Thursday night in Draw 3, it is Team World with a 4-2 lead. So Kevin Cooey comes here as now the Olympic representative, and it wouldn't, listen, after Ottawa and the pressure, you would think that maybe he'd let down, but from their pre-tournament talk, they're not going to.
Not at all. Total reversal. The mindset's changed. Talked to Benny yesterday, so did you, Cheryl, and it's all about winning this, sending a message, playing as well as they can. That's not what they would normally do here. They want to win the Olympics, and it's all about right now.
For Thomas Ulsrud, well, he's here again, and we said that for so many years, but this year he was really pushed to qualify, and now the challenge is to meet that Olympic challenge.
Well, they've been challenged now by Stefan Wallstedt out of Norway, and Wallsted's been hot on their heels, and really he is what forced them. They had to get a top 4 finish in the Europeans in order for them to get that Olympic spot. And then they went on and they just qualified in Perth against a very tough field. And this is a team that said after 2015 that once the Olympics got close, they were really going to have to ramp their game up, and they have. You can see that carrot dangling a lot closer.
So when we come back, again, it's an Olympic preview. Kevin Cooey on the ice for the first time against Thomas Ulsrud when we come back to London.
The 2018 World Financial Group Continental Cup of Curling is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. The 2018 World Financial Group Continental Cup of Curling is brought to you by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. By Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
2 other games on the ice, both team games. Nina Roth from Madison, Wisconsin against Satsuki Fujisawa for the World. Brad Gushue will play the team from Geneva and skipped by Peter de Cruz. So it is Cooey against Thomas Ulsrud in a preview of Pyeongchang. Time to meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Thomas Ulsrud, now 46 years of age, along with Holbert Bad Pettersson, Christopher Sva and Torger Nergård from the Snaren Curling Club in Oslo. And our Canadian team for the Olympics from the Glencoe Curling Club in Calgary, Kevin Cooey, along with Ben Hebert, Brent Lang, and Mark Kennedy. Cooey has won the draw to the button. He will play the Yellow Stones. The red being played by Team World. And to get us underway, the Ulsrud lead is Håvard Vad Pettersson.
Probably a slight difference between these two teams. Ulsrud's team just finished the Perth Masters on the 7th of January, and I'm fairly certain Cooey's team has probably taken a long break since the trials, so definitely getting comfortable again with the ice.
Yeah, we saw Kevin taking 4 or 5 extra slides, kind of using the training wheel method to save the knee. It looked like he was still pretty stiff. They had to take time off. A good idea mentally for sure. And so two teams kind of in different situations. Ulsrud should be a little bit sharper than Cooey early here in this game.
Line only. Hard line, hard line, hard line, hard line.
Speaking of sharper, Cheryl, I think that's the nicest set of pants they've shown up with of the 45 hideous pair of pants that they've had. I think this is the best.
They go really well with the jackets.
They do. It's perfect. They must have phoned ahead, got the colors.
You could spill anything on them and not see it.
There's something matches something, right?
Yeah.
Those are good travel pants then. Yay.
What'd you eat? I don't know. I can't see it.
Linja bra! 6! Okay. Gjerne rent på linje. Linja bra! 7! Kom med, vi har plass! Bare fart! Bare fart! Linja bra. Strøke linje. Strøke linje er svar i så fall. Bare vente. Ser det ut som er her. Der og litt til. Digg inn da. Bra. Du har ikke pizza? Hagen on, same week.
I watched that as you did, that last draw. And I still don't know how that Ben Hebert and Brent Lang were able to drag that stone as far as they did in Ottawa to beat Mike McHugh, and I didn't think it had a chance.
I was with you. It reminded me so much of the draw at the final of the Brier.
Sure.
I didn't think that one was there either.
Just trying to keep the handle on it.
But you know, people who watch the game and will talk to me after, as they do with you, it just goes to show you the power of the brushing, Russ. You just take that for granted sometimes.
Yeah, and if you noticed, Brent Lang, when he was brushing that last rock, hog line in, he was virtually brushing the exact same direction the rock was traveling, trying to create that groove towards the target to have even less friction. And I thought Benny was going to jump in on the inside, but he sweeps on a different angle, so they knew what they were doing. And but yeah, on a surface like that, nobody seems to know for sure 6 feet, 7 feet, 8 feet. But they got their money's worth in that last one. And they about 15 minutes later, 10 minutes later, they had the closing ceremony for the gold medal for the Cooey team, and Langer was still breathing hard. Yeah.
That's a good call too. Yeah, they can't do fuck all. Is it stupid?
Everything is a race to the middle at the moment.
No, let's just feel it. Yep. Yep. You're flying. Good, good, good. That didn't do anything. Shot. Interviewing our bench.
As we take a look at the keys to the game, let's start with Kevin Cooey.
We touched on it in the opening a little bit. Send a message here. It was the same for Rachel Holman. Rachel's lost both her games now, so the teams that play her, like in the case of Switzerland, they now feel like they might be able to beat her at the Olympics. So you don't want to have that happen for Cooey. And if you're ever going to get an error out of Thomas Ulsrud, it's his out turn. He floats it a little bit. He's a brilliant, one of the best drawers we've seen in the last decade. Make him hit.
And the keys for Thomas Ulsrud.
Well, you have to look at these guys. This is a team that always rises to the occasion when they get to events like this. They love the world stage. They love to perform, and that brings their level of play up. And then you referred to it with Thomas. It's all in the touch with him. That is his strength. He can make those freezes. He can take away ends so quickly with that touch shot.
Keys to the Game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Cheryl, how would you approach it? Like some of the teams say, oh, I don't approach it differently. I don't care who I'm playing. We do the same thing every time. And there's some merit in that. And I know we did it the other way. We looked at our opposition and said, hey, you know, if we're going to get them anywhere, we're going to get them on this spot. Let's try to exploit that.
Yeah, you know, and I think we looked at it. We knew that maybe there was a weakness in a turn, an in-turn, an out-turn. Wouldn't call the end based on it. But if I had a chance to go around and show an out-turn or an in-turn on my final stone, that's always in the back of your mind. I always found, and probably you were the same way, if you tried to call a game that way, they had the best game with their intern, which was it's like, well, okay, that was pointless.
Firm. Yeah. I'm turning my throw in here.
And you do kind of want to focus on it. I always felt like it was more important to focus on my team and how they were playing. And
yeah, I think you can tighten that a bit.
Big mistake by Torger there, sliding into the rings. Is pretty simple double. The back shot rock's long gone. The top one he just threw is gone, and he might even be able to squirt out that other red one. It's going to be a hitting contest after this one stops.
Yep. Back that up.
This could be a blank end.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. They're good. Shot mark.
That unlocks a few things.
one lonely red.
Shot, Marcus. Sorry, I thought we had a little on the inside. Good shot.
So all this, and I'll ask you both. Start with you, Cheryl. Everything here is now a preparation. Many of these teams will go on to a tour stop in Camrose, Alberta next week, and then they'll go home and prepare, have final preparations. This team of Ulsrud will go to Japan, and then have a training camp there. Running it back, and we'll leave, get rid of one. Still, Cooey's hitting the one. How much more, though, is it amped up, the Olympics, compared to, Cheryl, to anything else, Briar or Scotties, whatever it happens to be?
Well, I think it's all the attention. It's the external attention you get, and the media, and the questions and the interviews, and the demands, and all the outfitting that you have to do. There's just so many more things. And it's not like you're used to it in the Worlds every year, or the Briar or the Scotties. This is a once every 4 years. It's in a different country, and so I think that's what makes it so different, and you are kind of pushed out of your comfort zone.
Is this where the Canadian management, Curling Canada, then has to, Russ, did they do it with you in 06?
Yeah, that's fine.
Really take you and segregate you a little bit and just insulate you?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff. We talked to a lot of different doctors about diets and the medications, all that type of stuff, how fast we're going to get over to Torino, Italy, and get used to the time change. We probably could have got there a couple days earlier, to be honest. But we played in different events. We tried to manage the time change. Great shot. Jimmy Waite did a wonderful job. He got over to Italy a few times and checked the area out to see where we could go, where we could eat when the restaurants are closed open, all the different things. And there's a lot to it that the curlers kind of take for granted, I think. I think the team that Team Canada has is so much bigger than most of the other countries.
Yeah, and they're very much behind the scenes a lot. You know, I know Jeff Stoughton, Paul Webster, Elaine, Rick Lang, they've been over to Korea 2-3 times to set stuff up, to make sure the players, when they get there, are comfortable. So a lot goes into it behind the scenes that sometimes the players don't even realize until after it's all over.
And it's all in an effort for the players' sole focus to be on the game.
Right. I mean, they even assign, I'm sure they did that for you, Russ, a media attaché to handle all the media and stuff, because you just can't focus on what you need to do.
Ulsrud hits and rolls away. Still leaves now. Cooey sitting the one with last rock here in this first.
That's that out turn I mentioned. If I played Thomas quite a few times, if he's ever going to miss a hit, that out turn would kind of track on him a little. He just pops out at an inch or so, usually soft enough weight to get it to come back.
Okay.
Not that time.
Yeah, it might be
if you roll out, it's not like it's an auto force.
I just don't know what the driver is not great. So
Like
I like this.
good control there.
Okay, yeah, I think that's good ice for good control.
We had this similar situation with Rachel Holman. She missed a shot in the first end, gave up a 3.
I was gonna do, right?
She missed her draw in the second end. And remember, Cheryl, she had to draw against 2 or hit against 2. She decided to play the draw even though she didn't have feel for that spot and missed it. That's exactly the opposite of what Cooey's doing. You think he could draw the 8-foot, he's just practiced, but he doesn't know this lane. So why not hit it? I like it.
Or not even. Yeah, it's got to be a little fresh at the swat, Kevin.
Weight's good.
Just control.
Clean, yep.
You got to really go, Benny.
Hard bend.
Really have to go. Ben Hebert closest to the stone. Every rock for Ben is important.
Hey, this is why we used to keep the football in the bag, bud.
Jeg får ikke det. Jeg liker å prøve å spille hardt på rullet. Hæ?
Du spiller her. Spiller her så blir nesten liggende åpen, eller så det shot.
Jeg bare lurer på om vi kunne gjøre sånn, og så ligge igjen litt mykere. Og
ja, men da blir det der shot.
Ja, det var det jeg lurte på. Man kunne bli bedre.
Nei, jeg tror ikke det. Jeg tror vi må slå på den. Spiller en 8 da, noe sånt nå.
Ja. Vil du spille andre veien, eller?
Ja, jeg tror jeg det køler litt. Kan godt gjøre det. Spill andre veien, da. Spiller rød ned på gul, får du ikke shot engang, tror jeg. Nei, den blir åpen hvis du får shot. Ja. Spiller en 8 her da, for å rulle crosshouse.
Mentioned that it was a roundabout way for Thomas Ulsrud because, as you said, getting some pressure now at home, really being challenged by Stefan Wallstad. The federation said to him, look, you're going to go to the Euros. If you want the Olympic spot, you have to finish 4th or better. What did he do? He finished 4th. So he gets the spot. And now you can bet there's pressure on him again. Am I premature to think if it doesn't go well, this may be the end for Thomas Ulsrud? Because there's somebody now coming behind him. I think he's the type of guy that would play just to keep the sport alive if there wasn't somebody else.
Well said.
But maybe there is now, and he sees that. If it doesn't go well, well, they just maybe won't see as much of him.
Yeah, and that definitely could come into play with it. And I also think just because in 2015 they even discussed whether they were going to continue on. So, and he does love the game so much. He's like your brother, Russ. He'll play and he loves it. But I think Vic's got a good point with Wallstad that is somebody who will carry on for Norway, and they are very good.
Shot, Kevin.
So a nice start for a team that hasn't played very much after winning the curling trials in Ottawa. Cooey picks up a couple here in the first. Well, as mentioned, the 10 of the teams at this year's Continental Cup are going to the Olympics, including Nina Roth from Madison, Wisconsin, who will represent the United States, playing Satsuki Fujisawa from Tokoro Curling Club in the island of Hokkaido. And this is the final stone for Roth. Played in 2 World Championships. Last year in Beijing went 6-5. And will draw the 4-foot. And Roth with a 2-0 lead. On this Thursday night, our first day in London, we're at the Western Fair Sports Centre. 2 again teams that will meet. 28 days till the opening ceremonies. Kevin Cooey opens with a couple. It means that Thomas Ulsrud now has last rock. He has the hammer playing the red stones. We play 8 ends. Each of these games is worth a single point. And we will not break ties, no extra ends. So if we tar tied, we'll split the point.
ikke har den. Nei.
Nei, ikke har den.
Gonna give him the double and the roll back if we play this.
I don't hate a flow behind the corner.
Normal.
Close, close, close.
Yep.
Brent Lang throwing the
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
second stones for Brent, of course, and skip Kevin Cooey. It'll be their first appearance at the Olympics as he makes a nice roll to cover the shot stone back of the button. Both Mark Kennedy and Ben Hebert going to Vancouver and winning gold medals when they were part of Kevin Martin's team.
Very impressive start for Cooey. You know they've taken some time off. You know it's a little bit harder to get up for this game than it will be for game one at the Olympics. But, you know, Benny made 2 freezes, locked them on. Kendi made a run double. Perfect hit and roll made. Perfect draw to the pin. Nice start to this end. Really, really sharp looking Team Cooey here. Opposite to Rachel, actually.
And I think the toughest thing, I don't know about you, Russ, but when you're off for some time, which they would have been, is kind of getting that weight again. It's throwing the right weight, and they're not overthrowing anything. Like you said, great freeze. Brent just threw a great little hit and roll, didn't overthrow it. And that is what this ice will penalize you with, is overthrows.
Yeah, back 12.
Back 8.
I think as well, you mentioned, you know, that Ben Hebert saying, look, we are really dialed in for this. I think there is the added focus from Mark Kennedy and Ben Hebert to do something special for Brent Lang and Kevin Cooey. Again, 2 people, you know, Brent a couple of years older than Mark, and then Kevin at the age of, well, happy birthday, by the way, Kevin Cooey. It's your birthday today. Can't forget that. Turns 43. Trying to do something special for them because this opportunity may never present itself again.
No, I mean, it's incredible for Mark and Ben to be going back a second time, but they recognize how tough it is and how hard Kevin and Brent have worked to get there.
You just said it, Cheryl. You can't overthrow, and it wasn't that heavy. It must have been a bit, bit of ice too.
That is, so hey, I saw Bumpy's draw.
They're saying it just didn't curl as much as Cooey thought. He just ladled out a little too much ice there. Nice little chance here for Ulsrud.
Da kan vi gå rundt corneren eventuelt, da. Jeg er bare redd for at han går dit hvis vi går rundt corneren.
Ja, det er vel greit, det.
Okay.
I'm sure the information was shared, of course, because they're teammates, but Team Homan, they were yellow in the sheet that first game. I just looked back, and they talked about either spots in the ice, or Emma was discussing a couple rocks, so, you know, something to watch there in yellow stones.
Christopher Sva. There goes Pettersson. And going around their own corner and popping out the other side. And well, during the game, in fact, there were a couple of times when the Homan team went over and talked to the Cooey team who were on the bench and probably relaying that kind of information.
Yeah, and sharing, you know, talking about, did you throw these in practice? Did you guys have any issues with them? So you'd think the Cooey team would have a little bit of an advantage in what they're doing with stones and who's throwing what.
Wait's good. Back 12.
Post.
Back 8. Hard. Hard, Kenny. Hard. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it.
Sit. Beauty.
Oh, how nice. Unlocks it. Sits right on top.
Tough shot second down that path too, because it would be a pretty fresh area.
Ja, good scrum.
Max har isstat. Prøv å få vinkelen litt løs. Får den ut dit da. Sitte på topp. Det er enten det eller å spille den der. Rulle på en til. Få med deg den.
Jeg liker mest tappen. Tappe.
Ja. Nesten da bak 12 da. Bak 8 I hvert fall.
Du må sitte igjen, tror jeg. Det er viktigste nesten.
Gjerne på fart, det bare 8. Wow. Vi lukket av 8. Ingen linje. 9-11.
Trying to get this to curl a bit.
Hard på folk til køle over. Hard på folk til køle. Hard.
9, bare 9, 8, 9.
Hard.
Bare 8.
Hard. Wow. Bra.
Russ, I think back to that World Championship, Thomas Ulsrud winning in 14. It was in Beijing, remember? And that was the year, of course, that Kevin Cooey was blowing up his team.
Right.
And that rumor
Halfway-ish.
came out in that report before the team actually did, in fact, light the fuse. But it was after that that this team was put together.
Halfway, 2/3.
After that run, the Olympic run, remember, and Kevin Martin was retiring and moving away, and as you say, this team
Too much or no?
purpose built.
Oh, yeah.
And after that, paying dividends. It was a slow start.
Yeah, they struggled that first year, but that's not uncommon for a lot of teams. You know, you're bringing on a lefty. In the case of Mark here, throwing this rock, a little bit different release.
Well, and then they made the switch with Brent and Mark Kennedy. Like some tweaking along the way.
Halfway. Line's good. Halfway.
If anything, hit it a little.
Line's good.
Hit it a little.
Split center.
Line's still good.
Needs to stop the
Yeah,
line.
I know. It's pretty good.
Never. Good shot, Mark.
Ooh, that's...
I think the most
Sorry, a little heavy.
impressive thing with the Cooey team is you've got a Skip who's got that kind of laid-back personality, and he has a tough time getting up for stuff that isn't big. But you've got the three in front that they kind of put up with that. They have to deal with a Skip that they realize will really be there for the big stuff, but you might have to deal with some losses along the way that kind of sting.
Absolutely. You know, that's what Mark actually said to me right after he lost the Briar final to Brad Gushu. I flew home with him, and he said, well, we didn't win, but he says, I know my skipper's back, because Kevin showed up and played great, obviously losing the final to Brad Gushu. But, and then he said the next statement was, that bodes well for the trials. And that's exactly right. He's been around long enough. It's difficult for players to peak, 10, 12 times a year. So why not do it at the very right time?
Corner near guard. And then the jam at the back spills it, leaving that Yellowstone top of the button as the shot rock belonging to Cooey.
Krise det der.
Du burde vite bedre. Du ser jo linja.
Ja, jeg så det. Jeg bare slapp av, liksom. Det er jo andre her som burde se linja også, synes jeg.
Or what if you just pick the top one clean? Is that a stupid call? Mind you, he makes the hit and roll, he gets his deuce.
Give me deuce.
Right now, if he makes this, and you guarded it, or not good.
That's a tough. They're looking at that slash in there on the left. Are they not, Russ?
Yes.
He might not get rid of that.
If they guard, Thomas will be forced to play that slash.
What about,
What do you guys like?
Pick it.
yeah, make it clean, make him make that double. You know what, if he makes the roll good, and he jams, he's got to be careful to not be second shot. And then he might have a nose hit to sit too, right?
Okay.
I don't mind that.
Probably give me just over an inch.
Gonna pick it clean?
Yeah, with the intern, I think.
Makes sense. That's the only way it'll go.
Like it?
You could hit it thin and run the yellow back onto the red, but it looks like the red might jam.
Yeah.
I don't think you can guard. He runs that corner.
Yeah, no, you can't guard.
Dropping in on this game between Brad Gushu and Peter de Cruz. De Cruz will represent Switzerland. Gushu, of course, the defending Canadian world champion, will wear the Maple Leaf as Team Canada at the Tim Hortons Briar in Regina. They blanked the first. Final stone on its way. And right now he's drawing against 3.
Back 8, back 4.
Back 4. It's fine. Not heavy anymore.
Cooey'd like that one back.
Go ahead.
Oh boy, they waited. Nice call by Mark Nichols as he had to wait for that stone to get off the guard, and he'll score the single.
It took forever, didn't it? Any heavier. Ticks. A little up and out with the intern for Kevin Cooey.
It's hard to do.
Yeah, it's really hard to do that.
Gard eller høyt rundt den?
Ja, eller rundt den her. Sitter bedre.
Ja, men da blir det dobbeltvariant, da.
Ja. Hva syns du?
Hva skjer hvis du slår her, da? Vi setter igjen en dragning bare.
Ja, det liker jeg ikke. Hæ?
Godt dra en gard her.
Jeg tror det.
Men farta har du jo.
Kant 8.
Hadde her i stad.
Pretty good opportunity here for World.
Couple choices. You go around the corner guard, but you have to sit 3. If you'd only sit 2 and Kevin makes the double and stays there, then you're making a double. So I think they've elected just a straight guard, at which we all know is not the simplest shot, especially this early in the game.
Yeah, the risk if the line is bad, you've got an opportunity for a 3. It helps that they've got another guard up there. You don't have to be quite as accurate on the line.
Nærmere enn det.
3.
Nære huset.
Tight guard.
Det er fint, så hold ut med.
Gjerne kølle over linja akkurat. Gjerne kølle helt hit hvis du klarer det. Kølle helt hit.
Si noe om linja, du.
Ja, linja er bra, da. Må kølle litt på slutten. Jeg vet ikke hvor lang den er. Ja, Håvard! Ja, Håvard! Ja, Håvard! Mere! Helt hit! Helt hit, Håvard! Da er det bra. Nei, men poenget er at han kan slå bak der.
Oh, pretty good. It gives him a chance for the steal. Oh, sorry, they've got hammer.
Is there room to play off
Chance for a couple.
Can Cooey get in there?
Oh, yeah.
After a little time off, it's tough to warm up, right?
I'm as rusty as Cooey's team.
Wow. It's a good thing that you and I are here, Russ. Because that just was going off the rails. We were just pulling that back.
Oh, yeah. I was jumping all by myself
there.
there.
I was just getting ready to cover for you. And Cooey has a chance to steal. You're right.
And she's going to the Olympics. Right? Really?
All right, it's game 3, first day.
Easy shot. It should be.
Okay, I'm back on track now.
Oh, really?
We got lots of room.
Thick half.
The calf is close to what we need to get anyway.
It's probably there.
Okay, yeah, I like it. You might have to throw it a little hard, but just stay here for a sec. Let me know where you want to see it. I would almost say it's the same throw. Is that good?
The sliver.
Trying to hammer that yellow and kick across and get the back red, it looks like.
Didn't we see something similar? Was it Oscar Eriksson today do something similar
That's
to this?
right. Yeah, and he rolled in behind. Yeah. This one I think's a hair tougher. If you hit it really thin, you might not get it out. But to hit it really thin, you're probably wrecking. So.
Runner gets everything too, though.
Now, Eriksson, I think, was one where he just hit and then rolled
Pick whichever one
and
you like,
actually
but I
rolled
don't
up.
mind either.
Leading 2-0 final, Stone. Cooey as we play here in the second.
Whoa! Hard! Whoa! Yep! Hard! Hard! Hard!
One more time. Oh, goodness. They absolutely papered 2 stones. And
I'd work out for a shot.
Nina Roth with a 2-0 lead as we update her game with Satsuki Fujisawa from Tokoro, coming off a silver medal at the 16 Worlds, and 2.
Kylan, i det bønene.
So sitting the 1 shot rock, center line, top of the 4. Thomas Ulsrud. 12 appearances at the World Championship, and a good bit of brushing there as they were close to wrecking to pick up 2. And we're all even on this Thursday night to complete day 1, the Continental Cup. It's been a mild day, weather advisory in effect, however, as temperatures are going to fall drastically over the next day or so, and we'll be back down to -10 by the weekend here in London. This is the first day of the Continental Cup. It's also the first day of the Americas Challenge because the U.S. is hosting this year's Worlds. Brazil is challenging Canada for the second spot at the World Championship in Las Vegas, and it is Glenn Howard carrying the Canadian colors against Marcelo Melo, and it is 10-0 Canada as they play in the third. Howard scoring 7 in the first and stealing 3 more, and the world bench doing their best to cheer on the Brazilians. But right now, Canada very much in control, up 10-0 as they play in the third. Team play on this Thursday night. Cooey in a 2-2 tie with Thomas Ulsrud, and it is the North American side. Cooey that once again does have the last rock. He has the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Go! Go!
Voice cracker. Voice cracker.
It's a little intensity there for Ben.
Is there ever? It's nice to see.
It is.
You know, I've always thought that you know, every single practice, every single time in the gym, every game you play, whether it's for a lot of money, no money, it doesn't matter what it is, you got to bring that A game. You can easily get into that habit of, you know, just putting it in neutral, and not that you do that against Thomas Ulsrud, don't get me wrong, but they are thinking ahead.
Yes.
And this is how they're preparing.
Well, point exactly is that's what happens when you look ahead, when you don't play who you're playing out in the ice, and it's a good lesson to learn.
It really is.
Control. Whoa. Real close. Whoa. Whoa, no. Okay. Toss. Heavy? No. No.
Just haven't quite got the broom in the right spot yet. That's 2 Langer's had that have been a little bit wide. Cooey missed 1 wide. Really good habit to get into as a young skip is to just mentally chart where the errors are, and there might be a pattern. We noticed it in the Holman game where everything outside in was over curling on them.
Yeah, you kind of get that shape in your mind of what it looks like. It might change through the week, but it gives you a starting point for putting the broom down.
Forward.
That's what's changed too over the last, I don't know how many years, is all the players are watching. You know, it takes a lot when you're playing long events. You think of a trials and you're playing all those games. Every player has to be mapping the ice, and if they see an error or they see a skip's maybe gone to sleep or whatever's happened, they have to speak up and say, hey, I'm not seeing that here. It's taking all 4 players. You can't just coast with the skip doing it now.
Yep.
Perfect. Good shot, Brent.
Very nice to hang it on the edge of the 12.
Mine. One-eyed one. Går det helt rätt där? Vanlig! Gör du det? Ja. Jag tror det var här borta. Väck! Wow! En lite upp! Wow! Svå! Pröv! Harre, du får tag in! Svå! Harre lite till!
Christopher Swan. And he bangs it right there.
Normal.
Sure. Yeah, hit and stay in the house is good.
We're in the third here, playing 8 ends. Could Cooey not? I know the guard is the other color, but
Good.
could you ignore
Little
that
easy.
stone, Russ, and not hit it and stay in the house there?
Yeah, no question about it. You really could, but I think being the odd number ends here, they don't mind a blank here. Get that 2 and 4 would be a lot better. But yes, you definitely could. It's a pretty short run back for somebody as good as this Norwegian team.
And you see that scoreboard management more so in an 8-end game. You don't have enough time, 10 ends. You might still really just be playing, ignoring what end it is, but in an 8, you have to be more aware.
Coach to aggressiveness.
Yeah, no, it does. No question about it. If you're Ulsrud, for instance, you can't ignore it. You give up that 2. Now you've got to beat Kevin Cooey by 3, and there's only 5 ends left after this end's over. So, yeah, I think you get a little bit more tentative when it's an 8-end game.
Same weight. Same weight. Whoa. Close. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
I don't think I want to roll this.
No. Whoa. No. No.
Mark Kennedy.
Hard, Brent.
No. That's good.
Well, they're inching their way closer to that center guard.
Throws, Mark. Sweet.
Eller vanlig 15.
Thomas will try and roll behind it now. Makes it a little easier.
Ja. Da går jeg litt ned for. Ja, han rundt vanlig. Ja. Han kjapper med den isen. Ja.
14! Vekk, Håvard, vekk! 15! Svar! Takk, svar!
OK.
Faen, overflaten begynner å bli jævlig glatt å gå på.
Hæ?
Overflaten begynner å bli jævlig glatt å gå på.
Yeah, that's kind of what I threw out there. That good control-ish.
Okay.
Hard not to smile.
Do you want to?
It's hard not to argue that Kevin Cooey may be
What's up, killer? What kind of weight are you throwing there?
Control.
maybe the most consistent
Control with this ice?
I think so.
skip in the game, particularly in our country. I mean, he's made 5 finals of the Brier in the last 8 years.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And, you know, it takes 3 guys underneath him that are world-class players, too. But
Weight's good.
yeah, he's the type. But this whole team, I think, is. We talked about it at the trials. If they get hot, they can. The only team that can probably beat them themselves, right?
Yeah.
Well, and he has a plan for an entire game. He doesn't get too fussed about making the tough shots. He doesn't try to avoid them, and he doesn't get fussed if he misses either. He just goes on to the next end, and that's a pretty good trait for a skip to have. And even the guys throwing in front of him when they miss, Kevin doesn't look any different. He doesn't seem to be affected by that. I think that makes for the 3 in front of you to be pretty comfortable to play for you.
Touch, man!
A little bit more weight this time. It might not come up.
Vær med, Håvard.
Svar!
Nei.
Now watch this roll if he can tuck it in behind.
Hard, kanskje?
I don't think Crew's going to make.
Well, you and I've talked about that stat where if you could track a player that makes those key shots that either changes the control in an end, you know, this freezes, or the hit and rolls that sets up a steal. I think Kevin's probably one of the best at. He's got that higher ceiling, and he gets better and better as the week goes on. He might start off a little bit sloppy or a little bit maybe not as intense, but he just gets better and better, and that's the difference.
Easy.
And away it goes. And so that all-important blank picked up by Cooey. He'll have the last rock in the even end. We'll see if he turns it up a little. An update for you. We'll drop in on the game between Brad Gushue And Peter de Cruz out of Geneva. Those yellow stones in there belong to Guju. Benoit Schwartz throwing the 4th stones. Angle it back, and they'll run it right by. So 1, 2, and that's all it is. 2 for Guju, a steal, and they lead 3-0. We are in London, Ontario for this year's Continental Cup.
Kølle mer. Hold ute der. Vi skal overkølle noe.
Ja, men vi må kølle mer enn det du viser.
Vi gjør det. Det er hele krysset, da. Det gjør den lett på seg selv.
Sva inn.
Sva,
du må gå.
Hardt. Hardt, Sva. Hardt. Litt til. Hardt.
Cooey will once again have last rock. Playing the yellow stones here in 4 of this 2-2 tie.
What do you got? What? I got half a rock. It's like back 12 and push it into the open. Okay. Yeah, just.
Well, Suzuki Fujisawa has one buried behind a stagger. So that's what's facing the U.S. Olympic representative, Nina Roth from Madison, Wisconsin.
They have had such a great year, Nina Roth's team. I've been impressed with the growth of them. They were a great team, but Al Hackner, I talked to him the other night, and he said he's been working with them a lot, and their confidence, you can just see the difference in their game.
And able to run it back, so it's a steal of 1 for Fujisawa. Al Hackner, of course, is here as the captain of Team North America, along with his former partner, Rick Lang, out of Thunder Bay. Hackner runs and works with the U.S. High Performance Program.
Kølle mer nå, sånn som han gjorde sa.
What's that?
That is close.
Wow.
Hey, hey, hey!
Look at his off, eh? Is there more than that still? That's close?
See how from.
Okay.
It's the best part of this event. You know, you see the Cooey team grinding to try to win. So is Ulsrud. He loves this stage, but it's really a pretty relaxed atmosphere. You get the best personalities coming out in a thing like this, despite their pants.
Bare 6.
Bra.
Christopher Small, around he goes, but he goes deep. Back edge of the 4.
Top 4. And I thought the
Look
speed
at
here
those
was
pants
good.
too long, you end up grabbing your chair just to you think you're it's vertigo. What's going on?
Is this a crazy goal? We make this and it freezes.
Let's put a top 4 though.
Okay. Let's make it pretty good, I guess.
Trying to come around top 4 for Brent. Some backing there.
A little bit light, boys.
I think you're close.
Wait only.
Close.
Wait only, guys.
Top 8. A lot of room.
Switch. Line's getting good.
Line's getting better.
Top 4.
Line's getting better. Still
Ebert.
Never stop.
Never stop, boys. Keep it going now. Around they go.
Hard, tuck a piece. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they tuck more of the piece. Look at that, almost
I know, I
perfectly
thought so
buried.
too.
Shot rock, top of the button. Now tomorrow, our second day will be the same as the first. We'll sandwich some mixed doubles between team play, and tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we'll have Michelle Englot against Satsuki Fujisawa. Michelle will wear the Team Canada jersey at the Scotties in Penticton, but first she's with Brock.
Michelle, you've been at this game for a long time. You've played at such a high level, but this is your first Continental Cup of Curling. What stands out to you about the experience so far?
I think just the camaraderie on the team, like getting to be teammates with Rachel Homan and Kevin Cooey and Brad Gushu and John Schuster. It's been amazing. You really get to see a different side of people when you're actually on the same team and not competing against each other.
So Vic just mentioned you are Team Canada upcoming at the Scotties. I want to go back to Ottawa. You know Rachel's playing in the final. Take me through that evening of you watching her and then coming to that realization that you would be Team Canada.
Well, we knew what was on the line when we were watching that game, and we did manage to all sit together in a suite, and it was kind of surreal watching it and knowing, and basically that we did have we were the only team that was walking away from that event with a silver lining, and I think we got a glimpse of what our fans go through when there's so much vested interest in a game, and just the being uptight and tense, and it was such a close game. It was pretty emotional, that's for sure.
All right, so I heard not too long ago you went public and you said, listen, I'm retiring, I'm done. However, what if you go to those Scotties and you win again? What are your thoughts going forward now when it comes to this game?
I think we'll sit down and talk about it after. I mean, obviously, we have this opportunity. We want to take full advantage of it. We want to go to the Scotties and play well and hopefully win. And then, I don't know, maybe semi-retirement from work, semi-retirement from curling, little transition plan for the girls. I don't know. We'll see.
And a final one for you. I know maybe not the way you drew it up, but what is it going to mean to you to be Team Canada at the Scotties?
It's going to be such an incredible experience. It'll be such an honor to be Team Canada at that event. I mean, it's a special to go to a Scotties any year, but to actually be Team Canada at the event will be pretty incredible.
Well, we'll be watching. Best of luck, and good luck tomorrow morning as well.
Thanks, Brian.
Vic.
Tomorrow morning against Satsuki Fujisawa, the team from the Granite in Winnipeg, on the ice in our featured game.
Har du hele?
Nesten. 98. Skulle da heller spille en elver?
Ja, enig i det.
Det er ganske like sammen.
Wow!
Nære så.
Nære.
Torger Nergård.
Bra, Torger.
Torger has that Olympic experience as well, albeit as an alternate. He was with Paul Trulson in Salt Lake City when Trulson won the gold medal.
Roll it a hair Langer's way.
Gotta be a sliver high.
Like normal or heel?
I was thinking control, but normal's okay.
Yeah, whatever weight you see, man, doesn't matter.
This is fine.
And then, of course, the team won the silver medal in Vancouver.
Want a little more?
Nice comment from Brett Lang there. It's whatever weight you see. They were bickering back and forth, normal, control, whatever it is. The idea is to make the shot, and whatever you can get by that guard comfortably with. You'd love to get both reds out, but it's more importantly to get it by, get the top one, hang around.
Yep. No. Whoa. No.
It's going to come up a
It's
little.
not quite nose either. It's just a little bit high side.
Half rock right now.
Straight on.
They're going to lose that shooter.
That's actually what they didn't want.
No.
Sitter vi, eller?
Ja, vi sitter klart. Har på skjermen.
Vi garde.
Ja, det er shot.
Klarer vi å garde?
Ja, han har jo alltid den da, men...
Det er litt risky, ja.
Det er mye med finish her nå, synes jeg.
Sånn!
Jeg tror du må kam 12.
På den veien, tror jeg.
Ja, det er greit. Vi har litt høydeforskjell her, så vi kan
Hvor da
vise
kom han
litt.
satte på dragningen?
Toer!
Ja, den hadde kølla over.
Toer!
Ikke så veldig bra.
You would think that because they're going to go with this in-turn to get the guard up, it would seem that you'd want to play the other turn. Why is he going in-turn, do you think?
I think they just know it better, Cheryl, and because it's about a foot off the center line, you'd have to go a little bit wider than where they've thrown to the buttons. Everybody's thrown, let's say, 3 inches outside edge of the 8 to get to the button. So now you got to go middle 12, edge of 12. That's a fresh pass. So on this side, they know the speed better. It's more natural with the other turn, though, Vic. I know what you're talking about.
You don't want to over curl here. You can show them a little bit of the left side of it.
Yikes. Not good at all.
I like the in turn.
Whatever weight you like.
I
think I like board.
Is there?
No question.
Roll it underneath my side.
Yeah. There you go, and there's Ben Hebert saying right away, hit and roll underneath towards his side, so that's the left side as you're looking at it.
Edge of rock. So somewhere in the, yeah, perfect. Edge of rock, I think that's good with board. Yeah, I do too, Mark.
It's amazing how even at this level, how just a guard missed the wrong way. All of a sudden you give up a 3 and you go back to the hotel and you go, how did we were playing pretty good that end. What went wrong?
And that wasn't line, that was just weight. It stops 5 feet further and it's a perfect guard.
Can roll just about anywhere on the left-hand half of the sheet here.
Hebert's got it. Now Lang joins him. Just now rolling underneath. Oh, that's the way to do it.
Just perfect.
I didn't do anything.
Perfect. Yeah, good spot for the broom, I think. I think we get away with your ice, too.
Right weight?
Yeah. It's tough to get rid of.
Don't think the double's available. You can't see enough of that top one. Mark just rolled absolutely the perfect spot. You roll a little farther, you might see Ulsrud freeze one on the shot rocks. It just not only is buried, but it protects the back one at the same time.
I think
that
if
with
you
the softer throw. But the way you
play and get rid of one and maybe just sit on top.
Straight. It is. It's just straight.
Now you're probably rolling, but even if you roll over to the left there. This is the trick on this ice is don't overthrow this. You can easily overthrow it. You set it a little out and it wings by.
Christopher Sva. Pedersen. Right under his hand, they pick him up. Now Pedersen. And chip it and roll away. And they're going to tuck a piece under their own. And enough to push it out.
Pretty nice, the best you could do.
That's his specialty for sure. A lot like Gushu, they can take that soft shot with anybody.
Because that is a tendency you'll see. You know, you're looking at 2 rocks, you throw a little extra weight, you come nowhere near this. But uses his brushers and gets a great roll.
Jeg synes det ser så ekstremt mye ut, vet du.
It's the scoring area here too.
Oh, very much.
Yeah, I mean, mine are going to run a little straighter, but I agree.
We got this, I'm thinking the same as your second one.
Yeah, I like that ice.
Or a little less.
I wouldn't want any more than that,
No, I think Edge 8's perfect, boys.
Just a sliver less. So.
I like that, Kev.
It's the same?
Top
Speed's
4.
the
Yeah,
same,
speed's
yeah.
good.
Cooey in his first.
God, a little heavy.
Line only.
Line's pretty good.
Oh, that line's good.
Line's good.
Wait's there.
Hold it. You don't have to. Stay close, though.
Line only.
Little bit for line.
Line only.
Hebert.
Line only.
How heavy?
Goodbye.
Too heavy.
Okay, get ready here. You're going to leave a terrible pocket. Yep.
Yeah, I see that.
You're dead.
Set.
Oh, couldn't slide heavy on this.
And they'll rub and roll away.
I don't know. Huh? Nothing you can do with that.
Not really.
That heavy?
Yeah, I got heavy. Har den her for 2, eller?
Jeg tror han kan klare å spille i hull her, ja.
Der, og så kan du få den med deg, da.
A lot heavy there
Jeg tror
too, so they
han
know
kan
that
spille den
area.
halvfarten her, tror jeg.
Men hvis du skjerper, så må du nesten jamme den dobbelen. Kanskje ikke. Ja, det er ganske kjipt. Du kan rulle hit, da. Da fryser du, da! Nei, ruller hit. Du heller ruller dit.
Fryse er jo det beste, men...
Jeg tror det er ganske fort gjort på grunn av den her, så tror jeg det er ganske fort gjort å komme hit.
Se hvordan han køller. Da skal du fryse her, så må du henge på den
Ja,
her.
nei, vi kan ikke gjøre det. Så samme slag, jeg tror vi passer på at du sitter i 8-fot. Samme is. Det er bedre å rulle ut enn å skjerpe, ikke det?
Ja, for da har han ganske ikke dritvanskelig slag for 2, altså.
Du skjerper?
Kanskje.
Det er verre å kjempe.
Du kunne spilt pilene og
If they play the freeze down to shot rock, that still leaves Cooey some room, doesn't it?
It does. So I think I'm going to just play some weight at it, and you'll try and at least sit 2. Looks like probably maybe board.
They could roll towards Torger there too. There'll be no double. Dead on, there might be a double for Cooey. Probably jams, but it would be an easier way to score. Just get this out of the 4-foot, make Kevin throw that same shot again.
Yeah, I don't think there's room to cross face.
Doesn't look like it, no.
And rolling it away, and that's where they'll sit. Sitting 2, and that's what is facing Kevin Cooey with his last. Is he looking? What's he got here that might get him? Bring that stone in the back 8 into play, or is there anything?
Well, maybe the double hitting the deep one first. Might be able to try.
I'm seeing it. Are you seeing the ins? I was seeing out, middle rock, throw a bullet, nose it, you get 1.
You might tap that left-hand T-line redstone over.
You know what I mean? And if you happen to just tick it, it's close.
Okay. Middle of the rock.
But I think you play for 1. And
yeah. Oh yeah.
You like that right
Middle
here?
of the rock.
I think so.
Hit it dead on is the key to get your 1. If you get it at all high side, Mark's right. Just hit it on that side. If you throw the proper turn, in this case it's the out turn, when that thing hits, it'll gear effect over and actually kick that rock out a little bit. I think it's the only way you can make it. Out turn heater.
Who's the pressure on here, Cheryl? The Kennedy and his line call?
Yep, once it's out of Kevin's hand, it's all up to Mark.
Hebert in a foot race to stay with it. Stay away from it, he says. Touch it, bang! Oh, and he couldn't hold it. It touched the top stone maybe first a little bit too much, and then kicked sideways. But it is 1 for Cooey.
The 2018 World Financial Group Continental Cup of Curling is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Kevin Cooey on the ice, first time in this year's Continental Cup, and he has a 3-2 lead over Thomas Ulsrud. Kevin's with Brian.
Kevin, I know Ottawa was such a thrill for you and your teammates, and now I believe back for the first time since that moment. Is it nice to be back on the ice for the guys?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yesterday, last couple of days are the first time we've really got together as a team since we won. So it was nice just to kind of reminisce a little bit, but it's also nice to get back out on the ice and play some meaningful games for sure.
How do you approach this event to get ready for the Olympics?
You know, this is a perfect event for us this week. We're playing some great teams on good ice. You know, maybe not the most serious event, but, you know, definitely when we're out here, we want to win and we want to play well. So when you're playing good teams like this, it's easy to take it pretty serious.
You're an Olympian. Has that set in yet?
You know, I think it's definitely getting close now that, you know, the new year, it's coming up quick and starting to sink in, and it's a great feeling. Just happy for the whole team.
Hey, happy birthday.
Hey, thanks, Brian.
Yes, indeed. Happy birthday. Leads on the scoreboard 3-2, but it's advantage Ulsrud in all the other numbers. Brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years. Thomas Ulsrud and the Team World here at the Continental Cup.
I like the right.
The 2018 World Financial Group Continental Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. By New Holland, equipped for a new world. And by Scotties, sponge towels, Purex and Cashmere. Proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Green.
Yep. Oh,
Gets it down. And that's good for 2.
Line's good, yeah.
I don't think he'll be light on this.
Gotta go.
Keeper got to get 4 foot.
4 line.
Here it goes, and he's using the back to go. Final stone on the way.
Real close. Line's never a problem.
Ben Heberty, come on, Brent. We need 4 foot. You need the 4 foot. Here comes Kennedy. You need the 4 foot. We got to carry it to the 4. To the 4. To the 4. And far enough. Kevin Cooey. Kevin Cooey, Olympian. Dramatic end. And we saw it all, of course, in Ottawa. And now we'll watch him here. And then we'll watch again in Pyeongchang in 28 days. As we welcome you back on this opening evening of the World Financial Group Continental Cup. Team World leading 4-2 in the race to 30.5 points to win this year's cup. Team play this evening, and it is Cooey leading 3-2 as we welcome you back, and we go to the 5th. And Team World, Thomas Ulsrud with Lastrock playing the Redstones.
You're watching Cooey win that game, Cheryl. Just,
yeah. I've not seen that much emotion in Kevin Cooey.
Jumped twice as high as Phil Mickelson.
Hard. Really got to go, Benny.
Hats off to Mike McEwen and squad, too. They were incredible that week.
Yeah, that final, I mean, Mike, his team, they played the game of their lives in that game. Tough one to see anybody lose.
In the semi, too, Mike, against Brad Gushu. Top 4 or 5 teams in Canada are just so good, so close. You look at it, Kevin Cooey. Vic said it best. You just assume a guy like that's going to have all kinds of chances, but you know, 43, he's 47 at the next Olympics. Theory has one more good try at it. So you got to take that opportunity when you can, and he did.
Okay. Shot. Woo. That slid pretty good. Yeah. Thought we were throwing a guard. Kev, you like that first throw or no? Just light? I didn't. I think.
It's interesting, this end to me. It's you know, I've watched a lot of Continental Cups, played in one, coached in one. We broadcast quite a few. You wouldn't see this. You just wouldn't see this strategy, and it's two teams that are trying to throw it all out there and win this game. Ulsrud's actually playing a boring end here, trying to have advantage in an even end. And it's all about that prize 28 days from now. Normally they'd be looping a couple out there and having some fun and playing some finesse shots.
Yeah.
Still trying to win, mind you, but there's a different intensity here.
Yeah, this isn't about this game.
Yeah, no. Yet it is.
It's fast here.
Yes, your fault.
You're just starting to throw a little bit more.
You went to the wing. Who goes wingy?
It's possible.
When you even heard Brent Lang going, how'd I throw that one, Kevin? Like I mean, they're not going to get many opportunities before the Olympics to be in games, big games.
Well, as mentioned, they, as well as other teams, will move from here to Camrose, Alberta to play a tour stop and then head home to final tune-ups. Rachel Homan will be one of those in Camrose, and the big news, of course, prior to arriving here in London was the announcement that you, Cheryl, would be joining the team as their alternate and 5th player, and Prior to the start of this draw, you were presented your Team Canada jacket. So Olympian again, as you will join them in Korea as the 5th. To join Rachel Holman, Emma Miskew, Joanne Courtney, and Lisa Weigel, congratulations.
Pretty special.
Yeah.
To be, you know, part of that team and have an opportunity to help them achieve the dreams that they want. It's pretty awesome. And to wear that maple leaf again, yeah, that never gets old.
Oh, no kidding, sis. Just congrats to you, and a awfully smart pick, in my opinion. You know, the strategy, the lessons you can bring, it's just so different for this world-class team. You know, they've done just about everything, but not that. And it's hard to explain in a couple of words. And the fact that you've been there will help them a lot.
That's when age is an advantage, I guess. Not often it is, but sometimes it helps.
They should have picked me then.
You can't wear a kilt.
Okay, sorry. You got that right.
Yeah, timing with a sundial doesn't work anymore.
Yep. Gotta go, Benny. Gotta go. Good sweeping. Good tackle.
Well, the place erupting because for the first time in this America's Challenge game, Brazil
Sorry.
scored a point, and so as they play in 7, Canada with a 12-1 lead, as they're playing for the spot in Las Vegas. Glenn Howard leading, playing out of the St. George's Golf and Country Club against Marcelo Mello. This is the in 4 previous challenges, Brazil has never won a game. They challenged the U.S. 4 previous times, including last season, and they were swept by John Schuster.
What a player.
So all important, playing the scoreboard. I want the last rock at an even end, and Ulsrud has it. Well, coverage of the NFL playoffs continues Saturday with divisional games between the Falcons and Eagles, Titans and Patriots. All gets underway 30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Sunday, it continues. Jaguars and Steelers head-to-head. Saints play the Vikings. Coverage begins at noon Eastern Time. All of it on CTV. As we continue on here in London at the Western Fair Sports Centre. 3-2, Cooey leads. Team play, Ulsrud with last rock.
Wait only!
I mentioned that London has played host to a Briar. That was back in 2011. And then going further back, the Scotties was here in 2006, but it was 1974. The Briar was here for the first time. And then that also they had at the old arena south of town. They played there as well. And if you're fans of Johnny Cash, it was 50 years ago coming up in February, and it was in that movie, Walk the Line. Right. Johnny Cash proposed to June Carter Cash at the old London Arena 50 years ago coming up in February.
Oh, no way.
London Gardens, yeah.
I love Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Through those two. Yep. Same speed as that.
only.
Good, a little bit of room.
Top 4.
Easy, Ben. Don't kill the line. Even if
Well, if you can, Benny.
We need to be 8 foot. 12 foot's no good. We're
It's
good.
good, Ken.
Line's good. Line's
four,
good.
top
Make
eight.
it good.
Still got a curl.
Line's real good, I think.
Okay, at the end, line's getting good.
Don't have to.
Well, then, well,
Put a top button, Mark. Line's perfect.
No.
Line's perfect. Great shot. Boy, Brent. Nice shot.
Yeah, Kui team's rock positioning so good, you have to open it up. Ulsrud has to make sure he scores here.
There's so much, almost the maximum separation, all 3 of those rocks. So it's going to be a tricky little double field here.
Well, Brad Gushue is on the ice in this team game against Peter de Cruz out of Geneva, the Swiss representative, and leading 3-1 as they play in 5.
Not much, but I got some.
And de Cruz is sitting the, well, no, shot rock would be yellow. Is he just trying to squeeze this out and bring that other stone into play?
Yeah, he's got some speed behind this one, and I think he's just going to try to hit it a hair onto his own, take his own out. But if he knows it, he sits 3.
Bang, and away it goes, and there they are. 1, 2, and they'll check around the edge. And 3 it is.
Brad Gushue's looking really sharp, Cheryl.
Oh, mixed doubles. He was on fire. Brent wanted this to stop a little higher, a little better chance here.
Yep. Hard. Again. Hard.
Pretty nice.
Christopher Sva.
Does leave the guards, but that shot stone was in such a perfect spot to get that off there. They have to put it back.
Outside edge V. Yeah, right there.
It's about 3 inches wider than where Kui threw 2 ends ago, but Kui went back 8. If you remember, he was way heavy on his chance for to sit 2.
Can you cross? You're Ulsrud and you play for the blank to get the last rock here in 6. Okay, plan's good so far. But then can you, in your effort to score points, put so much pressure on yourself that you end up making mistakes?
No question, and because of the wonderful rules that we have, the Ulsrud decided he'd go for his 2 here, 2 up the corner guard. That allowed Kui's team to be 1 shot ahead of them. They got around, had the guard, and now they're chasing. It's so difficult to put pressure on a great team without taking a chance.
Backline.
There's enough room here, though, to make this go away and sit shot.
Kom igjen. Hele holden, Torger.
Ja, fra den gule.
Der køler.
Well, and playing that blank last end, you know, I didn't disagree with it, but you give up a steal here and that plan's out the window.
Is it ever?
Backline. Ren. Stål.
Ja, backline. Ja.
Hard. Hard. Hard over. Hard.
Torger Nergård. Sva, Pettersson, by 1, by 2. Oh, what a great bit of brushing that was. And enough to push it out the back.
That was thank you to the brushers.
Can't believe you could get that close to that center line after you hit it. He almost knows that thing.
That's the one. They saved it.
Okay, we're a little solid. Good hat.
Close. Close.
Ready.
Yep. Whoa.
It's good.
Whoa. Yep.
Ready, yep.
Just enough room here to roll back under.
Whoa. Whoa.
And just across the nose, and they will roll a piece underneath.
That's just all the right weight.
Very few teams would take that on. You could hit it, roll open side, hit it dead on was easy, but to try to get it underneath took a little bit of risk.
Oh, I can't believe that didn't get under a little more. Close though.
And it's interesting because he did have a little bit more room by those guards. He could have played it a little tighter maybe and gotten more of a roll.
You hate to be, it's hard to explain, but if you have last rock, you don't mind taking a chance. You tick the guard, you might be able to save the end with your last one. In the case of Mark Kennedy there, he wrecks. He's probably given up a 2. Can't do that in the 8-6th end here.
Now rolling it away, they punch the Cooey Stone into the open back 12. They lose the shooter.
That's the difference between a good team and a great team, in my opinion. Mark Kennedy took on the risk, or Kevin Cooey made him take on the risk.
We need it.
To try to get to the inside and put some pressure on Torger, and it paid off.
You thought I was a little tight though, maybe?
A little bit early, maybe.
Torger
threw the right weight. It looked like it was just maybe didn't, it was a little bit back on the broom. No chance of it coming up.
Jeg var sikker på vi skulle... Så.
Perfect. Yeah, man, throw that weight.
Like a little less than last time.
Okay.
Line's good.
We're not heavy.
Line's good.
Weight's close.
Line's good. Room.
Weight's close.
Lang.
Room. Weight's good.
Top
Weight's
four.
good.
Definitely room.
Definitely room.
Whoa, then. Whoa.
Just want this
Gotta
top
stop.
4, and it's got to curl.
Whoa. Somebody stay close. It's
Has
right
to
here,
stop.
but it's
Has to stop.
Boy, late finish, and it goes just top edge of the button.
14-9.
Kind of knuckled in there at the end.
throw, Kevin. Good throw.
Nesta med 11 da.
It's interesting because they jumped the stone early, and who knows what that little bit of a jump meant to the Rock's finish.
Oh, it makes a difference on the break point. You can really change it. It's deep enough that there's a chance you just play it. Don't overthrow it. Tap it enough so that you're shot.
Du ser jo en kvarting her. Ja, men mye med finish på inn. Outen er jo ikke... Det ser helt sjukt ut derfra. Hæ? Det ser helt sjukt ut derfra. Så lenge du tapper over
Optically, it looks pretty bad for Thomas. It's over Barry, but this is the way to play it. It's easier to get in behind with your thrown rock here. You go with the other turn, tap it to the right of our screen, the shooter would be exposed.
Ja. Du klar for at du kanskje etter den røde garden, ikke sant, så må du bare pound den inn.
I think this is a turn 2 rest. It seems more curl on the intern. Like Kevin's didn't do anything till the very end. And it might have been the early brushing, like Vic said, but it wasn't that kind of hard finish.
Få da, vekk,
Det er bra.
vekk.
Wow, vi setter 11. Rent.
Nei!
Rent.
Nei!
Rent.
Ja!
Thomas Ulsrud his first.
Ja! Backflip. Ja!
Patterson. Now Sva. Sva, hard Sva. And again, not enough to push it away for second shot. Shot stone belongs to Cooey, back edge of the 4. Nobody's really flirting with those guards.
No,
They're not even coming close.
Yeah, and that was pretty good weight. I think that's what you had to throw to get shot, but it just didn't curl.
Same weight, Koo. Same exact throw.
Mark managed to get in there, and it makes you wonder if he's got a stone that's a little more behaved. You can tell by the brushing they thought they were pretty happy with that, and then it just didn't move.
Line's good.
Liked it. I liked it. I got good too. I got good too. Weight's good.
Same line.
Weight's good.
Line's good.
Weight's good.
Got room again.
A little more patient on the brushing this time.
Line's perfect.
Weight's there.
Can't be deep here.
Should be
A
good,
little
Mark.
bit heavier.
We knew it finished. We saw it finished late. You say knuckleballs. And there it is again, top four. My goodness, did it pop out the other side a little bit?
Maybe a hair, but it kind of lost its handle again, which helps them.
Oh, great shots.
Maybe
there's
a little
difference
softer, but that
maybe
curls
if there's a difference, it's less than half a rock.
Well, it looks better than his first one for Thomas.
Looks like max ice for his plan.
Just to Mark whisper to Kevin, max ice. I agree. That's basically draw ice, isn't it? Especially this late in the game. So much more than draw. We know what's going to happen. I don't see him wrecking on the center guard here. That's for sure.
You gotta tap it to back four, so the kind of weight you're throwing.
Back four can easily be back 12, and then you miss.
Facing a couple with his last. Thomas Ulsrud. Patterson closer to the stone. Swa out in front. Oh, are they going to flirt with these rocks now? By one. Got to get it by that one, too.
Wow.
And it will be a steal of two. Cooey here in 5. Shaved it just that much too close. Well, it ended up being a steal of 2 for Kevin Cooey, but he got one chance with his first. Second, though, this is the way to make it.
Apply pressure. Mark Kennedy got one to the inside. Nobody else could. That caused the first miss. Skipper went around perfect with his first one. Ulsrud couldn't quite get it out. He did it again, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Just a beautiful, beautiful cover up.
Key shot brought to you by Scotty's, the tissue for any issue. And the issue now for Ulsrud is trailing by 3, 5-2 on this Thursday night to complete day 1 of the World Financial Group Continental Cup. And Ulsrud once again will have last rock. He has the hammer playing the Redstone.
Full eight, full eight, full eight, full eight. Hard, Langer. Hard, boys. Keep her going. Okay.
Good scrum.
More and more teams are starting to keep some separation with those 2 rocks, Cheryl, as opposed to lining them up. Everybody used to line them up, get them close together, and all of a sudden you'd stagger a few. And then with such a good ice surface, they go looping right around to the back 12, and you can't raise it. So Ben Hebert was asked intentionally to keep that wide enough. Sure, you can freeze to one of them, but it's a lot harder to protect a freeze than it is a come around.
What Cooey's out-turn hit to?
Curled a little bit.
This one?
But I thought he was tight.
That's fine. Okay. But it will curl a little bit.
A little bit.
Just stay right there.
No, a little bit of curl.
Okay. That's what I kind of thought. Yeah.
Kevin Cooey hit a rock at the back 8-foot a couple ends ago, and Brent wasn't sure what it did because he was brushing. So great awareness. Talk about it.
Backed it.
Through the uprights. You heard Brent say he backed it a bit. I think he set it back on release.
Shooter.
Called shot. We're going to do it again.
Få helt ned, gutter. Kom igjen. Kom igjen, hold i gang, Torgeir. Hold i gang. Litt til. Hadde du is av is? Bra.
Brad Gouge with a 6-1 lead over Peter de Cruz, and has one on the lid with some backing. De Cruz the skip, but it is Benoit Schwartz who throws the 4th stone for the team from Geneva.
So, whoa. Wait, quick. Yes.
Oh, very nice. Little in off. And they will get one.
I think it wasn't possible though then. If we hit it more here, this goes here.
Maybe. It might drag a little more, but.
Yeah, true.
True, right?
One.
Great try that was.
Yeah.
Brent played the other one, and he's bound and determined to get those center stones out of there.
Santa Cruz team, unlike Tiranzoni on the women's side, they were a straight selection by the Swiss Curling Federation. Tiranzoni had to come through a 3-team round robin with former world champions Petz and Felcher.
Well, watching them play today, you could tell how they went through that. Didn't lose a game, 6-0.
Still got work to do. Not too much with that. For sure.
Yep. Clean, easy.
I think for all these Olympic teams, this is kind of one of the, you talk about coming out here and training on the ice and getting your sea legs back and playing pressure shots. But the other thing is focus. You really have to try, and it's a good mental training to not be thinking ahead to the Olympics and the games and what you have to do to get ready, because this is still important, and this is what reflects on how you play at those Olympics.
No question.
It's just focus training for these teams. It's like you said earlier, you got to practice like you play, and that's part of it.
Ren. Whoa. Nære. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Egen over. Egen.
And we'll get ready to.
Quarters, 2/3. We're gonna hit a thick 2/3, 3/4.
Just to keep you updated, Team North America, Nina Roth from Madison picks up a single and 6, and now tied with Satsuki Fujisawa. And Fujisawa has the last rock, has the hammer, playing 7.
Going to take a crack at this double here. It's 2/3, big weight.
No, got it. I missed it.
1 and underneath.
Okay, Marcus. Come on, no sweat.
It still means something, doesn't it?
Oh, no question. I think there's something inside of these athletes too. There's a lot of pride. There's a lot, muscle memory. You really want to make a shot like that because you can build on that. You miss a few of those, and there's a bit of doubt, and away you go, right in the other direction.
Well, did it ever change for you? You go play league, and even if it was a team that
Never.
no, it just is so funny. You just can't take that out of players.
No.
I like it.
Yeah.
Probably normal.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. You can probably take a little less than that. You can probably take a little less if you want. Roll it to the back 8, see what happens?
Yeah.
Is that normal?
Yeah. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Sit.
That could be really good.
Sorry, Kev. Good throw.
No, not quite.
Whoops.
So spins a little too far.
They were trying to drag it to the back 12, back
Sorry,
8. Shot rock. Ulsrud hits it. Then there would be a double.
Griseglatt.
Sånn det har vært overalt, egentlig. Det har ikke blitt så veldig annerledes.
Ja, det gikk nesten hele veien på da. Jeg gikk ganske hardt på dem.
Ja.
Vi dro den 3 meter, liksom.
I forhold til hammer så er det omtrent det er hammerføre. Ja. Fremdeles. Ja.
To keep in mind here too, Cheryl, you get your 2 here, steal 1 and 8, you walk out with a tie.
Det gir masse i slippet, altså.
He's got to be careful in playing end 8.
Det gir masse i slippet.
A reminder again, we will not break ties, no extra ends. They just split the 1 point available in all 3 of these games.
Kom igjen, litt til. Bra, Kosta. Sorry.
So 5-2 on the scoreboard. Cooey leads it. That is an interesting statistic right there. That's Ulsrud's strength. His draws let him down so far, just 69%, as he trails by 3. Player numbers brought to you by New Holland, equipped for a new world.
You could roll right back to that yellow one again.
A little harder.
Actually be shot rock on top of your yellow would make it interesting.
Whoa. Off. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Roll, Mark.
Okay, Kev. Good throw.
Lag en liten felle for oss.
Good throws.
Jeg tror du er ganske rett der. Hvis du spiller 15. Jeg spiller riktig fart. Spiller boards her nå.
Hand opp! OK. Kjør det over.
Ligger bra.
Right down to it and sit there for a couple. So Ulsrud gets his deuce. Cooey will lead and have last rock coming home. Well, the Canadian Tire National Skating Championship kicks off tomorrow with women's and ice dance short programs. Coverage begins 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific on TSN 4 and 5. Skating outdoors tonight at Victoria Park here in London. So Ulsrud gets his 2. We'll look to steal a single, maybe more, for the win. And now the question, of course, is the stone. Is it in or not? And so they'll bring out the
I call out.
The 6-yard stick. Yeah. Thomas Ulsrud thinks it's out.
I'm not that sure. I'm not that sure.
And.
Oh!
Strike 1.
Good job.
There you go.
How do you want to play this, Mark?
It is out by that much.
But Benny thought he could take it to no man's land. So
I just hate to make it better.
I know.
Right?
I know.
I think I like this
be
way.
our shooter.
I like the same thing. Don't bump at the no man's land.
Yeah, he likes across the face.
No man's land is through the rings, but not to play into that corner that's out of the circles.
I just think I know what this is going to do better.
Sure.
Okay, back line, guys.
Kev, right here. Back line.
I'd say whoa.
Awkward, little heavy.
Whoa. Tap. Whoa. Close. Close. Whoa. Yep.
Attack, you got to get on it and get it thin.
Lang picks it up.
Oh.
And now watch where it goes.
Get over there.
And pushes it to the edge of the 4, but not out of play. So it stays in. I would really love to see one time the, we talked about this before, the old Moncton rule where you 4 stones anywhere.
Yeah.
Can't remove them.
No question, and it, especially when 2 teams just are a little nervous or they're not used to the ice and the rock goes in, they start hitting it and bang, bang, bang. It's a pretty boring end, and yeah, I'd love to see that. Similar to what just happened there, Ben. That wasn't in the ring, so he couldn't remove it, but you can still maneuver them around with some skilled shot making. Now you've got rocks in play.
You guys hate this?
No, I don't hate that.
I like that. Yeah.
Does staying help this guy?
So in this case, to your point, Vic, you
Just,
couldn't hit this
control.
one either.
Why does staying help us?
Because it still leads rocks.
When you see some of that kind of different strategy with the mixed doubles, because
Yeah,
you
right.
can't hit, so they sometimes go to the draw or tap stuff around.
Because they have to, yeah.
Yep, no choice, but it makes for an interesting strategy and interesting ends.
Whoa, close, yes!
Art, control.
Kennedy.
Yes! Whoa.
And the roll as well. So that's great. I mean, to think about what you've done here, you've maneuvered that stone, you've pushed it in from a free guard position, pushed it in, now you can bang it.
Exactly.
Oh, you guys are brutal.
Ben didn't want to roll buried there either. I mean, he could have rolled a little farther, but right underneath, Ulsrud goes behind it, and it's actually a problematic rock.
So Guju with a 6-2 lead as they play in 7. And trying to run the Yellowstone 12-foot back to get the Swiss stone, Peter de Cruz from Geneva.
Whoa, right off.
No.
And away it goes. He'll add one more. And one it is.
We may, we'd like to shake,
And handshakes it is. And so Brad Gushue will pick up a point for Team North America. Make the final 7-2 over Peter de Cruz. Of course, he is a skip that throws second stones. It is Benoit Schwartz who throws the 4th stone. And so now with the point 4-3. Very sharp looking Brad Gushue. Gearing up, of course, to beat Team Canada at the Tim Hortons Brier in Regina.
Well, and he's got to be exhausted. And non-stop curling through the mixed doubles. Not a lot of break from the trials.
Trodde min av finnerna fick helt crazy finish da.
Ja, det som fint med det som Torgeir sa.
Art. Yeah. You're good.
Bit greasy out here,
Gibsy, I was talking to Mark Nichols on the way home, or on the way over here from Toronto, and he said, you know, they're going to do something similar to what they did before the Brier last year. They talked about taking a little bit of time off, but then they may just do a training weekend away. They did that. The Brier was in Newfoundland, and they went away to train for a weekend just to have 4 days training, no distractions, and then came back and look what they did.
Yeah,
so
no question. Now they've got a taste of it too, and they want that Regina Brier for sure. They now know how to do it.
Yeah, albeit they got off to that bad start, remember?
They did.
Playing at home, they let that pressure affect them, and then they finally said, look, let's do some more smiling, as we're seeing there. And just fed off the crowd, used the crowd.
Wow, the best teams, you learn something from the losses, and that's pretty invaluable what they learned in that situation.
På garder er vi helt ok.
Kevin's first one, we could net it. Maybe. Doesn't look that easy to net, is it?
Yep. Good.
Køla har du ja. Den her har køla litt. Kom an! Den her har køla over et par ganger.
Det var litt å gå på kølen.
Tough situation here for Ulsrud because it's hard to guard that yellow rays and the red one because they're staggered enough. He's just going to throw the straight center. It's obviously going to be peeled, but at some point, Kui might make a move on that yellow one.
Dropping in on this game between Nina Roth and Satsuki Fujisama as they play in 7 in a 5-5 tie. And it is Roth from Madison sitting 1 and 2. And Shot Rock is center line covered back of the button. So, but there is some room to get in here.
Yeah, Nina just put it there. She's just an unbelievable drawer. That's what saves this team. Whenever they seem to get into trouble, the skipper's got that forefoot.
Oh, this is close.
And there's a quiet tap back to score 1. Fujisawa will lead it. Roth will have last rock coming home.
Bare her?
Ja, det må vi gjøre på siste. Så ser vi linja nå først.
Ja, jeg tror det.
Jeg tror det, altså.
Spørsmålet om du skal, jeg tror du skal legge en sentergard allikevel.
Ja, det skal vi.
Try to get it into that type of area so there's no red double. That's the main thing. The problem with these type of shots is it could bounce off or it could go on this side and then the reds are long gone. So Ulsrud's got to be pretty precise, but if he can lock it on the corner, he's got a chance to tie this game.
Selv om jeg veldig nærme, så har han ikke noe spill på dobbelt.
Gutter, rein sentergard! Vi må være ganske tighte!
Ja, vi må ha en brukbar gard.
Vi må være ganske tighte!
Ja, vi for høye, så
Høyt ikke noe vits!
Det kan han noser der uansett, da.
Close to having to play the role. Might be a good spot to come off it, right? If I had to.
Depending where his center is, yeah.
So they've changed their mind. They've gone to the center guards. This gives Kui 2 options. You peel the center and hope that Ulsrud does make a nice corner freeze with his last one. Or if this guard isn't very good, for instance, it's a 1, a longer one, then I think you'll see Kui make a move on the shot rock. Being confident enough he can chase whatever Ulsrud comes around. So this guard has to be in a 3 position to be good. Just short of the rings.
Yeah, it looks pretty close to it, too.
Oh, took off. Now, they might save it here. It's changing handles.
Oh, packed.
Good.
Probably guard again. Yeah, you could nose this.
You see it was going okay here, and then all of a sudden grabs something, goes sideways right there.
Okay. Yeah.
You're trying to make a teaser on both sides.
And then you're drawing button.
Okay, then hit this.
But the corner freeze, if you make this, the corner freeze makes our draw harder than it is right now.
But your rock is going to be...
Time out. Yeah,
your rock is going to be up here, right?
Hopefully. But if he's right beside it...
He's right beside it. You should be able to drill it.
It's hard for him to get shot and be frozen, right?
Yeah.
You know, in a perfect...
Mind you, this is probably a little this side. Then I'm probably
If you're feeling a little saucy, you could do this.
Yeah, well...
Like roll here, so we have... Just with hack.
Yeah. If you freeze, you probably don't have to play left.
Getting a little
what if you made this with a little weight and tried to squirt it to here?
It's really hard to do, Mark.
Yeah. What do you think, Rick?
I like hitting it. Aren't you?
Hit that. Now what's he got?
Hey, Mark.
The outside coming.
Oh, he's got the outside freeze.
Pretty thin to nut it.
It's a third nuts it.
I like it. Half rock doesn't go very far either, guys.
No, you're right.
Where does he go really good?
Right beside you, and then you probably have a pick.
It's probably here, and he can probably get buried to here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we're better to hit this a little thinner than thicker, for sure.
Yeah.
But I like it. We know this spot from the second end. It's pretty straight.
Or are you trying to get to nose just about and leave your shooter there? Is that
But
tough?
then he goes here, and your run back's a little harder.
Yeah, if you're a couple inches under.
I like trying to make him make something good.
Yeah.
You're thinking just firmish?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can throw normal if you want. I don't see it too much.
Trying to save your thrown rock would be nice, but I'm not sure they feel there's enough room here.
I didn't mind Kevin's call to actually get to nose.
Yes.
And then you're a little higher, and it's easier to slash it in no matter what Ulsrud does.
You'd have the exact same shot to win.
Hit like a quarter of a rock, eh, Koo?
I agree.
Third to a quarter?
No,
normal weight?
Yeah, you can see more of it than I
Okay,
thought.
half's
You're right,
good.
just hit it dead on.
Not that good.
What do you want to see, Kev?
Edge of rock. Yeah.
Half it's rolling out. Not very far.
No, but it's not
If it
planted,
were
it's
to
fine.
roll out a rock, I would be happy with this. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Normal!
Yep.
Back it.
Hard.
Back
Hard.
it. Back it.
Gotta go. Hard. Come on. Gotta go.
Cooey is
Keep
first.
going. Right to it. Hard.
Staying
hard,
with it, Lang. And just that short angle. And they are sitting two. And now timeout is being called by Ulsrud.
Pretty good. Just to be absolutely perfect.
We'll see. It wasn't going to be wide.
No, you backed up the whole way, too.
Yeah, you have to now for Ulsrud, you sit right beside shot stone behind the guard perfectly.
It doesn't matter. You just got to get to the spot, eh? So.
But if we ever end up
Right
here,
there,
we
yeah.
just
I think,
come up. But if it's up a bit, we can sit here.
Yeah.
But is it easier to get there from the...
Well, if you're drawing,
If you're drawing with stopping there,
We don't
if you
have
see
much
anything, you can blast it and score an outside.
roll it this way.
Yeah.
You gotta have speed. So
That's-
like cross face a
That's
little
maybe
bit.
the easiest way to play it,
I
but
think
just
so.
that little top weight.
one more
So,
thing.
yeah.
One more thing.
Huh?
Since you're the coach, we're hungry and thirsty, huh? So 4 cold ones and a burger, and I'll make the shot.
Get it done, okay. I'll bring you that if you make it.
Yeah.
Jeg tror det fart hit, kanskje.
Now, David Murdoch, of course, who won the silver medal in Sochi, losing to Brad Jacobs, is now the high-performance coach for British curling, having retired from the game.
I think this is easier. They're looking at, you play the perfect freeze where you showed Russ right beside it. The tap is better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's easier because this comes off the hill a little bit. Remember, Ulsrud they couldn't get enough curl. He went out wider, and it was a steal of 2. It looked like he had tons of ice, and it came off the hill and wrecked on the guard. So this should hit the high spot and curl really hard.
Well, if you only tap it back and roll a little bit in, now it's there for a jam, too.
Right. Where we drew up the other one had to be absolutely perfect, or Cooey doesn't even throw.
Nei, det er likt.
Backline!
Final stone for Thomas Ulsrud. He trails by what needs to be. Shot rock.
Så, prøv så.
Sva.
Prøv så.
Airgord calling line. Maybe a little rub and roll. And he will not move it far enough. It looks as if yellow is still shot.
You know we have the... Pretty good at that.
I wouldn't kick it, yeah, but it looks like
I don't
us.
think you have to throw, Kev. I don't think you have to throw. Jeg tror jeg har tapt.
So they out to and draw. It's backing now. Just don't peel her out.
Let him decide if you're going to throw or not.
Anyone?
There you go. Ulsrud finally bought in. And Cooey will pick up the win. So it's a nice return after some time off for Cooey and the trials. as they win it. 5-4 to pick up another point on this Thursday night. Team World has dropped a couple.
The 2018 World Financial Group Continental Cup of Curling is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.